Welcome, people. Chat, what's good? We back again. Got your
Yeah.
boy, Keef2Tall. Got my man, brother O, Matt Pep, whatever you want to call him, Lord Pep, or
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. They be calling me all that. They be calling me all that. What's happening, everybody? Happy
Mr.
Saturday.
Stereo Bitch and Grandma, whatever you want. He got you.
Been there, did that. I did that. That's
I,
real. That's some real truth to that. That's a lot of
I, I,
truth. It
I
ain't no
just
a
guessed
lot.
that.
It's the truth.
I see. I
It
just
has
guessed that,
happened.
and
It
he
has happened.
done did it. Uh,
Depending on how old your grandmother is, though. Depends on how
Hey,
old she
it's
is,
some young
right?
grandmas out here now.
Yeah.
Like when I was coming up, like grandmas
Mm-hmm.
was grandmas.
Mm-hmm.
But now,
Mm-hmm.
motherfuckers grandmas is milfs, some nice little cougars. Shit, damn near my age, and just I'm like, shit, you ain't no grandma, you just
Yeah,
a
there's
sexy
some 40
ass.
there's some 40-year-old grandmas, some 48-year-old grandmas out here. I've dated when I was younger. I dated some women that was in a 45 to 54 age range, some 55, maybe even a couple 60, but they didn't even look like it, especially when they black. They don't look like it. So
Like don't
there's
crack
some
unless you don't crack.
man, hey, like the brother said at work, black don't crack unless you use it.
Hmm.
So we out here living proof, and it's a lot of people from the community, the culture that's also living proof that it is plausible. It's possible to do it without there being any issues. But yeah, I crack your mother, I crack your auntie, and I'll crack your grandmother, depending on the age and how they look. I crack your sister too. Straight up. Be
Honestly,
careful.
cousin,
Be careful. Happy
hey
Saturday
mama.
again. Yeah. Oh man, we'll do all that. Happy Saturday once again. Masters of the Universe is out. The latest episodes of on Disney. What you got? The Daredevils. You got the Jessica Joneses. You got all that out. You got your Mandalorian and Grogu. That's out, man. If you haven't checked those out, man, go to the theaters and see that. If you got a site that you need to check it out with first to make sure that you can go and enjoy it like some people do. Check it out, man. You may have one of those, and it may turn out to be good. So, happy Saturday, Keith. What we got on tap, man?
On
Yeah.
top for this episode of Sports
Mm.
Punch. We should start. We need to go back and count the episodes so we can know the next time. Like, all right, boom, episode blah blah blah. Cause what episode would you think it'd be by? Like 30 something, maybe
I don't know, and I don't plan
20
on
something.
counting at all, my
No,
guy. You go on that page and you count them. You do
all
it.
right,
I'm not
all right.
gonna count them. I'm not gonna count them. I'm not gonna count them. We started doing this back in October
Like,
or November, so there's
yeah,
quite a few episodes. If you say we started out with one and then we went twice a week for a while up until recently,
yeah.
so you just think about that. All right, for
Yep,
a couple
sure.
months now.
All right, cool. So we're gonna talk about starting off, kicking off. One is Chicago summertime is undefeated. We're gonna
Mm-hmm.
get into that.
Mm-hmm.
Spurs and Knicks finals games 3 and 4.
Woo!
A lot has happened within those two games since the first two games where the Knicks won
Mm-hmm.
2-0. And then we're gonna talk about Sox and Cubs. One team going up, one team going down. And it's not the team people expected.
Dun
But
dun dun
the World
dun.
Cup then kicked off. It's a lot of shit going on right now. The summer has officially started, even though according to the calendar, it ain't really technically official yet, but it's hot. It's hot out here, especially after the last 2 3 days, man. In Chicago, we had some big storms, some crazy storms, tore some trees down, broke some
Oh yeah.
cars,
Oh yeah.
lifted up some roots, some concrete, some
Man,
sidewalks.
lifted up whole roots of trees out of the ground and slammed it on top of people's garages and cars. It's the city, the windy city. Even though that was toward the politicians, it's been going crazy around this piece, man.
Yeah.
Everything been crashing out around the city, man. Everything, the people, the weather, the cars, the wind, everything. It's just been a one crazy day after another, brother.
Electricity going out, in and out of nowhere.
Mine
But
was off earlier today. I ain't think I'd be able to do the podcast.
bro, yesterday after everything done settled, before I left, I had went to the Sox game. Before I went there, the lights in my crib went out, but it was like the whole block or whatever. So I was like, man, I'm gonna go to the Sox game. Hopefully, when I get back, everything be intact. And it was. So thank God. But
Man.
that's the thing about that them storms. It led up to leading up to a great weather Friday night.
Hmm.
Uh,
Hmm.
really great weather yesterday. And
Hmm.
just before I can get into that, summertime shot, man, I always say it's undefeated, but
Always.
yesterday showed when summertime is right here in Chicago, when the weather is nice and shit is going on, and everybody on good vibes, nobody on bullshit. Man, summertime shot undefeated
Well, you
last
got to
night.
explain why, bro. You got to explain why it's
It,
undefeated.
all right, so
What
here
happened
go
yesterday?
yesterday. Few hot, hot commodities, hot tickets of the city. They had Summer Smash, which is like a hip hop Lollapalooza with
Mhm.
Cole Bennett. He throws it with Lyrical Lemonade every year around this time. They had that out in SeatGeek Stadium, right outside out west. So you had Chief Keef coming back home, performing. You
Mhm.
had Lil Uzi Vert closing out being the headliner, and then they actually had
Mhm.
Northwest, Kanye West's daughter, performing. Other performers too as well, but just for the young kids and all that, for the young hip hop heads, the rap heads, and all that.
Mhm.
But that was Bus on the West Side. Then
Shout out to the
supposedly,
West Side for representing. Shout out to the South Side and the East Side, the North Side as well. But West Side, good job doing your thing, little Uzi Vert. We appreciate you coming out, representing and holding the city down, representing for PA where you from. Yes, sir.
yes sir, yes sir. And then I guess they had a concert up north in Wrigleyville, while the Cubs away playing a road game in San Francisco. There was a concert up north, so the traffic up there going crazy. But on the South Side, White Sox versus LA Dodgers.
Mm-hmm.
Man, I went to that game yesterday. One of the best
Mm-hmm.
games I've seen in a while. A fun game
Okay.
to be a part of. Great, some of the best weather. The seats I was in, man, I think these probably the best seats in the house, low key. Even though it's 300 level, but it was a premium box,
Mm-hmm.
300 level,
Yeah, I was in a box,
329.
my guy.
My God, it's right there in it's like nice little box, but it's still outside though. Like because they got the inside and you got the outside, but it's like nice little section for people to chill. But it's over basically like little over home plate and like in between home plate and like first base, but like right behind the field, you can see everything. Great views of the city. The vibe has been crazy. Like since the White Sox been winning stuff, a lot more people coming to the games, and
Good.
it's going to be a
Good.
sellout with the LA Dodgers being the two-time defending champs.
Come on. Represent for them White Sox out here, baby. Keep
Yeah,
on
so
going. I'm just
that
talking.
was a
I'm just
great
talking.
game. Great game. We ended up winning 8-2 against that team. No Otani, which sucked, but that's where everybody's coming to see. I was coming to see him, but he
It's
had
okay.
tweaked his knee or whatever the game before. So
We got him for a while. We gonna see him soon. We gonna
yeah,
see him soon. We got him
so
for a while.
I'm gonna come back to that later about the Sox game, but
Mm-hmm.
but in summertime, man, and just when I was out and about, just seeing how everybody was just out kicking it. Everybody got them spider bikes now and just trying to
Mm-hmm.
blast music, just giving old school like Chicago summertime vibes that I love. Like man, this when the city busting like this, man, ain't nobody fucking with us like that. So it was good to see the city on good vibes. Like nobody, I ain't see no
Good to
bullshit.
see the
Nobody,
city. Good to see the people around the city on good bullshit, which we always have in the city. Every now and then we have some knuckleheads running around doing a knucklehead thing, but for the most part, it be good vibes around Chicago, man. To anybody that hears this episode, no matter if you're in North Dakota, Minnesota, Montana, Indiana, Maine, Vermont, Japan, Estonia, wherever you at around the world, coming to Chicago, man, enjoy the South Side and the West Side and the East Side and the North Side. It's a beautiful town, beautiful place to be. You're gonna enjoy the summers here. Chicago summertime shy is always the best, undefeated, as he said, for the last 150 something years plus. You dig me?
people be trying to say it ain't no East Side Chicago. I'm like, what? Like that, you obviously ain't on you don't know where you at as far. I mean, I
So
understand
literally,
where.
they say from state to the lake. But if you want to
Yeah,
make the trek over this way and you want to get past Cottage Grove or you want to go past Jeffrey, anything after that is east, my man.
yeah, no, I
Um,
agree.
and then on top of that, the east side of Chicago is divided up because you can go one way on exchange for South Chicago and you can end up in a black neighborhood. And then if you go in a another direction on the east side of Chicago, you will end up on 92nd and Escanaba or something like that, or you might end up on Baltimore Street or something. You could end up in the Mexican community. You end up messing with them. You know what I'm saying? You would be in a Hispanic community. So it's the east side of Chicago because the further you go over there, you run into Indiana, which is east of
Yeah,
Chicago.
yeah,
So,
I
which
agree.
is where we used to get our gas. I think people still drive out there to go to the casino, and they still go out there to like I said, get their gas in, go to the casino and trip out there, go out, rent a hotel, stuff like that. So that is east of the city. And when you're going that way, you run into Indiana, which is the next state over to us, which is east as well. So there is an east side to Chicago.
Oh
But if
yeah,
you want to go by direction and say state to the lake or whatever it is, that's cool too. But whatever.
yeah, sure, I agree. Same. I mean, direction. They always say yes. Like you said, state. Going east from there, it's east side. But I really kind of like I said, Cottage Grove and on really, really like over east or real east. But like the thing is, like when it comes down to like if you go downtown, you're going into the water. So that's what they trying to say. There's no real east side, but no, you just gotta go south a little bit.
You got to go south. See, the north side don't have an east side because everything north is northwest. It's north and northwest. That's all they have.
Yeah. Once you go more east than that, you run into Lake Michigan and might drown. So
No, that's what they want to say on their side. That's what I'm saying. The city, like people be trying to tell y'all what it is. The same way, like I told you all before, they like to say that when you go out south, don't go nowhere past 55th Street on a red line. You know what I mean? Which is false. Like there are places that you can go past the Hunts and everything, past that, and you can go into the suburbs of Chicago and enjoy a good place, a good winery, some good food. You can go to a meadery and stuff like that. There's a lot of places on the south side that you all aren't gonna ever try because you let some jag off and some dickhead tell you all that like we don't really have that out here, and we really do. There's plenty of
yeah,
places for y'all to come out here and enjoy the city, enjoy the south side and the west side of Chicago. You just have to be willing to take that shroud of ignorance and stupidity off and venture out. But what other topics? Because I want you to nail them all out, and then we're gonna get started on it because you didn't send me the topics and everything. So
all right. So we're gonna kick it off, starting with the finals. What's hotter than the finals right now?
yeah,
Games 3 and 4. After the Knicks took games 1 and 2 in San Antonio,
yeah, ho,
they
yeah,
pivoted
ho,
to New York
yeah,
in
ho,
game 3.
yeah, ho.
Let's talk about the Spurs won 115 to 111, but it was so tense in that building
Mm,
in that game. It was like
mm.
it felt like I mean, what one? Let's give it the prelude that Trump was in the building. One,
Boo.
so boo. But no, yeah, Trump was in the building. He brought his Secret Service with him. They made everybody come to the game 2 hours. Like they had to be at the game 2 hours prior before he got there. And then just from the start of the game, man, like you could see the Knicks, was I can say nervous a little bit, but it was just like it was early in the game. Spurs came out a little rolling a little bit. You see the Knicks a little bit nervous, like being back in the Garden in the finals for the first time in since '99. But man, it was just like a tense feeling there the whole time, where it's like if anything jump off on the court, I feel like the New York Knicks fan was gonna like flood the court or some shit if anything go wrong. That's how like I'm like
Let
man,
me say this. I don't think it was anything like that. I just think it's just like a boxing match. The first 1 or 2 rounds, because of hydration or rehydration or dehydration, these guys are trying to figure themselves out. So the first few minutes, they were all trying to make their mistakes and get the jitters out. The president is in the building. We need to play. We need to play a certain way. But really, we really got to just play our game. And the first team that strikes and can hold it off can a good percentage of the time they will dominate the game or be in control of the game for the most part. So I think they were just trying to fill a game out, man, and really put on a good show. I mean, besides the president being there, which was to me like a
unnecessary.
bad thing. It was unnecessary. Like during the playoffs, like you showing up at the finals, knowing that you're gonna be backing up traffic, you're gonna be changing the way people think, people are doing things. Now you may boost the economy in that area, but what about the people that were having the 5,000 seat uh renting out the event so people could come in and check those out. What about those things that were happening around the city that they stopped? I think they
Yeah,
said
shut
they
down.
stopped those things, they shut those things down because the president was going to be in the area, blah, 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 blah. And it was changing the dynamics in the way that people were traveling. Now, from what I understand, he is a Queens native, but I still think he should have sat his ass at home
Yeah,
or went somewhere else to watch that game. He should have stayed in Washington, D.C., and went to a local area out there, a local pub in the area out there, and enjoyed that and brought the economy up out there. New York is popping. I got
yeah.
on. I This is one of my favorite shirts. You know what I'm saying? The royal blue or whatever blue you want to call it with the orange on it. You know what I'm saying? I'm a big lover of the color orange and everything. And I'm going for New York. You know what I'm saying? So I definitely want to see them do well. I definitely want to see a great series, but I think they were just trying to feel each other out in the first few minutes of that game, man. Because there was a lot of mistakes was happening the same way it was happening later on in that game. Ooh, wee. But go ahead, keep on talking.
Oh yeah, but I agree with you. Like the first like quarter, it felt like it was just them trying to fill each other out, like get the nerves out. But then you start seeing these little like aggressive ticky tack fouls or non fouls that's being called aggressive moves. Like one play where I don't know if I'm pretty sure you saw Wemby pushing muffed the shit out of Jalen Brunson.
Man, what was bro when he did that? I was like, oh man, if they're gonna allow that to happen, then they're gonna have to go ahead and let them play for real now. Like you're gonna have to allow, like there's gonna have to be less foul called in a situation like that. If you allowing guys to like shove my man's around like that, like
Yeah,
you're gonna really have to let us play ball for real.
yeah. I didn't like a couple plays after that. Luke Cornett kind of he didn't push Josh Hart, but the way like Josh Hart reacted and like flops, he got up trying to rally the crowd up. And then somebody else, I've been seeing some crazy fouls, like just some crazy like pushes, just some ticky tack, like I feel like both teams send a hit out on each other, like hey, like for Wemby, like motherfuckers want to stand up for Wemby on their team,
Yeah.
cause like that's why like Wemby would probably muff the shit out of Brunson, cause like I'm pretty sure on the trenches in the cut in the on the coat on the block, he getting thrashed, he getting grabbed all type of ways,
Hmm.
getting pulled. I
Hmm.
think New York took a little bit from OKC what they was doing, trying to like grab him when he wrestling looking or in a blind spots or whatever. But man, it's just like literally that whole game. Both teams was just giving each other blows, like bow, bow, like trying to duke it out. And I'm like, man. And like you said, I'm thinking like if the rest gonna let this, they gotta let this fly. They gotta let it keep happening. We can't be ticky tacky on the calls. Stop the game. Stop the flow of the game. But the Spurs came out and firing, smacking some shit. Victor Wembanyama had 32 points, 8 rebounds, 3 blocks.
You did well. That was a
Gafford,
really good game by Wimby. That fight, that game. I was about to say that fight. That was a really good game by Wimby. That he had.
damn, it was, bro. I'm telling you, like, if one bad, if the Spurs would have did something crazy on the court, it just felt like New York were just gonna jump on whoever the hell was like, on bullshit. But yeah, and then Stephon Castle, man, he's coming to his own in this series. 23 points, 5 rebounds, 5 assists. I really like his gameplay. I really like the way he played the game. He seemed like even though he's one of the younger players, he seemed like a more mature player and
Hmm.
know what to do. I mean, at times when
Hmm.
they was running him through point guard, he was looking a little like, all right, that may not be him. He more of a shooting guard, small forward type. But I mean, in the absence of not absence, but like with
Ain't no absence, and ain't no
De'Aaron
absence. The
Fox,
point guard is there. The point
yeah,
guard is there, but he just not doing what he's supposed to be doing out there. And the best part is that not the best part, but the coolest part, and we were discussing this via text messages, is knowing now that, hey, my name is Coach Mike Brown, and I coached De'Aaron Fox, and he was one of the reasons why I had to leave.
yeah. That man literally criticized him the way he didn't make one play or made a bad closeout when he was with Sacramento and they lost that game. Next day, the man got fired for criticizing
Yep,
Darren Fox. And
yep.
so it is funny how like now he's in the finals coaching against that player
Coaching
that
against the guy that said that
may have not got him fired.
yeah, I mean, yeah, this, and I don't think it was just him criticizing De'Aaron Fox that got him fired. I don't think it was just that. I think it was a plethora of things that showed up in that situation that that the players may have said behind the scenes that got him fired. I don't think it was just one thing in
Oh no, yeah,
particular. I think it's a couple of things that was being said that the players didn't like about the coaching or the coaching staff or just him in general, and they said, "Man, y'all got to get this dude up out of here because it's not, we're not coexisting together." And that got him out of there. But then on top of that, they ended up letting De'Aaron Fox go at the same time. Boom, so he gone. They broke that whole team up, and
yeah.
then Coach Brown gets to look over there and say, "Hey, here's what I know about De'Aaron Fox and how y'all can attack him. The things that y'all should look out for when y'all out there playing. All right. Here's the thing that y'all should play attention to. And it's whatever it is, he knows and he gonna keep it between them. And I'll say this, he may not have said attacking him. He just said, man, run y'all defense like this, play defense like this, and just do what y'all gonna do, and we'll see how it play out. Coach, you saying leave him, but no, just make sure that he don't drive. Just make sure he don't get clean drives.
Yeah, 'cause that's what it looked like. You can see he knows the weaknesses. If anybody would know
Mm-hmm.
Darren weaknesses, it would be Mike Brown. So
Absolutely.
I mean, he's been definitely put into use. Jalen Brunson had 32 points, 5 rebounds, 5 assists in Game 3. OG Anobi, he been balling. He had 28 points, 5 rebounds. Cat, this is where it get. I
OG
was saying,
Ananobi is really doing a damn thing, man. Like
yeah,
he's another, along with Josh Hart, he is another one that's like a Swiss Army knife out there. You need me
yeah.
to rebound, I'll go rebound.
Mm-hmm.
You need
Get a
me to
stop.
defend, I defend. Right? You need me to run the offense a little bit, I'll do that. You need
And
somebody
every
to slash and get you a quick 2 points to break this rhythm that they got going, and we ain't and our plays ain't going the way it's supposed to go. I can jump in and do that.
mm-hmm. And when you every now and then, if you really need him to score, he can score both of them. So
Getting
it's
it.
like
Yeah. Yeah.
they gotta get out, just get in that flow of the game. But Cat, 11 points, 8 rebounds. You need to see more. I said for them to win the championship, he got to do a little bit more. But he got other guys stepping up for him. So at Game 3, the Spurs ones, you can see like New York still had the confidence. Like, all right, we can come back and get this. But like Spurs, they come out it's like every game they come out with a great start. And
Hmm.
then some point in the second, third quarter, shit get a little tight. Momentum get changed a little bit. And
Hmm.
then I always say like if the Knicks keep it within 10, they got a
Hmm.
real chance to win this game. So I was like, all right, Spurs got that win. Even though a lot of people were saying the refs had their hand in that game as well, and which is possible. I do think that to a certain extent, like all right, they made some calls that was like, all right, let's try to get this series a little more competitive, or not like a 3-0 series. Like we want to end this finals, which every game has been really great,
It's
like
been
really good.
competitive. Like, it's been competitive, and I like the fact that they are letting them play. Keep going, keep going. Don't let me.
Yeah,
I'm just talking with you. You can
no, yeah,
keep
yeah,
talking,
yeah. You
bro.
do your thing, and then it's just like I'm trying to see like, all right, maybe game 4, let's see how they call this game. So game 4, boom. Spurs come out hot, man. They come out firing. The first, I think it was up like 10 within the first 2-3 minutes already. There was like 12-12 or something like that. The game before the game, Mike Brown literally told them we can't allow them to come out hot, on fire. We got to keep the momentum down for them early. Spurs taking off from the beginning. They was up 10, pretty much most the beginning of the first quarter, but then like made it to the 20-point game in like the second quarter. So basically, first half they smacked the Knicks. They up 28, 27 points at some
Man,
point, and the
are you
way it
talking
was
about the
just
second game, or are you talking about the? I
the
mean, you talking
game
about
game
fourth
four.
game?
So yeah, game
Okay.
4. The second game in New York.
Yeah.
So
Did you finish off the third game?
yeah, we finished up
Okay.
third game.
Okay.
We
Okay.
got to that one.
Okay.
So game 4, that's what it was. It was like I was saying, the Spurs, started off really good, and
Mm.
then Knicks find a way to come back and squeeze their way in. But that's what it didn't happen in Game 3 and like that. But Game 4, that's what I was saying. The referees in Game 3 had their hand in this, so I was like, let's see how
Right.
Game 4.
Got you.
And it was looking that way. Game 4, Spurs had everything: offense, defense, smothering. Knicks couldn't score for nothing, missing shots, missing threes, looking a little like lethargic. Like they just like all right, they might mail this game in the way it was going the first half. Then the second
It was
half
a
started.
battle. It was a battle, man. That's what I
Second half
said. Because of
start
them being a grinder team, that Coach Thibodeau
experience.
learning and tutelage was there. And that's why I kept saying, man, if you're going against them, you basically saying that them guys over there in San Antonio, no disrespect to y'all, because I believe that y'all are who y'all are. Y'all saying that them guys know how to play that type of game for a whole game, for a whole series, not just one game, for the whole series. Y'all know how to play like that. And them guys been playing like that for years. So when you in the trenches like that, you tired, it becomes skill and will. And then one starts to deteriorate as the game goes on. And because it starts to deteriorate, it becomes a thing of can you hold on to whatever it is that you're doing once that deterioration starts to happen, and it just comes down to do you who wants it more. And that's where we are now, man. But go keep going, bro. I mean, it's a beautiful game. I loved it. I was in here going crazy, not going crazy, but I was in here elated, electric. I was loving the fact of what I was seeing. I was in here. I think I might have been cooking and drinking my tequila reposado.
That was crazy because like the first half, like what helped give the Spurs that big of a lead is that Karl Towns got in the foul trouble real early. Like he had 2 fouls within like the first 2-3 minutes of the game. So
Mm,
he had to sit out 8 to 10 minutes in the first quarter, and you had to bring Mitchell Robinson off the bench. So that kind of exposed him a little bit on the offensive side. And like Mitchell Robinson is solid on the defense, but he still looked a little like, he kind of like, all right, because he fouls a lot too. So like if he get in foul trouble and you
the
got
rap
Carl
as far as
Anthony,
big
it's gonna
man
be
go, yeah,
it's gonna be tough.
yeah,
But yeah, Cat getting in foul trouble helped led to the Spurs taking off early in that first half.
yeah,
And I was like, okay, cool, maybe this is gonna go, 2-2 back to San Antonio. That's where you was like home, court and all that stuff matters, and like they'll have the edge. I'm like, yeah, but only so far the teams that's been away been winning, on the road. So it's like,
yes,
boom,
sir.
okay, all right. I think it's just gonna be that way right now. And then like in between the games, like when you had send me the link about how Wimby had came into like set a pick on OG and Nobi and Daniel like took his ACL out or something or his
He
leg
did,
out.
man. Tell me that play didn't look like that man
It
tried to
was a
clip
weird.
him
It
at
was
his
a
knee
weird
or
jump. Like
kick him in the
I
hip or something
couldn't.
like that.
It was
It
a
didn't
weird
take
jump.
all that to step up and set no pick on him, man. It didn't
True,
take it. It didn't take all that.
but
It was like he was trying to do, like he was trying to get something, force a situation to happen, man.
I think with him is like if he ain't gonna be on board unless you on board with him. So like I don't know if that play was before or after what I saw with, but Jose
Indeed,
Calderon, not Jose Calderon. Wow, Jose Alvarado was boxing out Wemby in the post, trying to like make sure he don't get a rebound. He grabbing his whole knee, like he grabbing his knee, picking it up,
true,
like trying to like
true,
lift him off his feet. I'm
true,
like, what's
true.
going on?
But hey, you know this as a man. If you put your fucking feet on me, man, you saying something totally different about me, right? Like, let's not bullshit, ladies and gentlemen. To the men, if a man put his feet on you in any sort of manner that is unwelcome, what does that say to you about your manhood?
He's saying you ain't got none. He said you basically a bitch, puss. You ain't got no
Me
balls
grabbing you
to
and
do
holding you, trying
nothing.
to box you out and keep you from getting a rebound is one thing, and especially a Jose Alvarado who's like 5'10", 5'11". Maybe
Right.
even he might even be 6 feet. I don't know. All right, he might be a
But
full
yeah,
6 feet guard, right? Just a small guy, but you 1 foot and 4 inches, 1.5 feet taller than me. I go to grab you around your knee or around your waist to keep you from a rebound is different than you trying to stick your foot out and kick me to set a pick. You understand what I'm saying? You saying something totally different by doing that. But I listen. I'm just watching the clips and things that I'm seeing, man, and I'm not even mad at it. I just don't want nobody to get hurt
yeah,
because of foul play. I want them to play hard. Like I want it to be a physical game. I want it to be a well-earned championship. Hey, ladies and gentlemen, this is one of the highest viewed series finals in the last 10, 15 years that they've had. They haven't been able to enjoy it that well.
yeah,
I mean, people haven't enjoyed the finals because it hasn't been worth watching to some people from what they're saying. You know what I mean? No one wanted to see Steph Curry go on these crazy runs, which I did. I thought it was pretty cool. It was just that people was like, "Yo, man, they lights out shooters. Like, who can keep up with that? Only way
yeah.
you can keep up with a lights out shooter is to add another lights out shooter on the other team." So while we watch this, I want it to be physical. I want it to be as physical as possible, but I don't want to see nobody get hurt. Like
Yeah.
what I saw was him trying to clip that man. He was trying to chip away at him, and he's either trying to hit him in his hip and mess that hip up, or he's trying to hit him in that knee and mess that knee up. And we don't need to see that. Uh, if you go back a few years, Patrick Beverly, when they was in the playoffs, and he was with the Houston Rockets. I think he was with the Houston Rockets, and Russell Westbrook was with the OKC Thunder. He undercut Russ and took Russ out for the whole year, man. Like that was crooked. That was bogus for him to do. And everybody saw it. Everybody saw what that type of play was, and he did it on purpose. You can clearly look at that and see that. Like that's bullshit. Like I don't like that. Like if we got to do shit like that, then when the game is over, you and one of the other players at your size, they need to square up. Somebody from that I choose or someone I know in the stands need to go ahead and square up with you because you out here playing foul. Or you need to get some of that Tanya Harding work. Somebody need to come through and bust your shit up too, straight
Yeah.
up.
Yeah, that wasn't cool, but at the same time, whistle wasn't blown yet, so that's why I didn't
True.
feel I wasn't mad at Pat all the way. Play through the whistle, play through the whistle. If you're gonna call a timeout, call the timeout. He just thought you grabbing the ball, stopping. You thought motherfuckers gonna respect that. Nah, if you're
Mm-mm.
gonna call a timeout, hey, get the ref. Make sure
Yeah.
but I understand it, but it was a low blow at the same time. So like you did go undercut him for a little bit just to get the ball. A play wasn't called. The time wasn't stopped. So that's
Yeah.
why I defend him only a little bit. But
No, I ain't
if it
defending
happened to
none.
me, I'd be sick.
You'd be sick to the motherfucker. We all would have been sick had that player that had got kicked in a hip, in a back, or in a knee had went out and it cost him the game. And it cost him a very valuable piece on the board.
Yeah. But
But
yeah,
I understand also with that what's happening is the frustration. It's getting to Wimby, right? Like they found a way to get to him, being fatigued and wearing him out physically, and
yeah,
he may be able to score, but he ain't gonna be able to score all game. And doing these type of things, it wears you out. That's why certain great players know to stay in the gym and work on your craft and make sure that you're strong all 82 games of a season. There's one player that played 82 games for 8 seasons. He was a 10-time scoring champion. He did all these things while trying to condition his body every year and every season because he said, I owe it to the people who are coming to see me and see this team. I owe this to them to show up and be in great shape and be in great conditioning because they are showing up to see the Chicago Bulls and they are showing up to see number Deuce Trey and that black and red or that red and white or that white and red. They're showing up to see us. And because of that, I have to make sure that I put on the best performance and that I'm I'm available for them when they show up and they pull up to these games. So it's important for these players as they go through the journey of being in a National Basketball Association. It's important for them that they're going to start crowning you early on before you get to your peak. It's important for you to understand, like, all right, now I got to start taking my conditioning and everything to another level. But keep on going, man. Don't let me interrupt you. I just want to say stuff
yeah.
like that real quick.
So,
Don't stop. Get it. Don't stop.
but get back to what it's going to show. It showed later in the second half how tired Wimby was, as you pointed out. But third quarter, Spurs still got a good group the first 4 or 5 minutes of that quarter. They still up like 20-18. But then I kept looking at the score because I was watching the Sox game at the same time when they was playing the Braves. But I kept seeing the scores like it was around 15. Like the 15-point lead is it cut down from a 27-point lead to 15. I'm like, okay, all right, it's getting a little too close right now. It's like this is where the Knicks want to be a little bit within 15 to 10 range going into the fourth. So I just kept seeing that score of 15 for like a good like quarter and a half. Like, I'm not quarter, half a quarter. And they go into
Let
the
me go back and
fourth.
forth with you real quick.
Yeah,
Because I was here watching the game. And like I said, in the third quarter, when it was like 29, I looked at it, I said, oh man, they down bad in the game. They down real bad. But I said, oh no, this is perfect for them. This is perfect. I literally said that. I ain't
hell
text
no.
nobody nothing.
This ain't no
Man, if
perfect
anybody
situation
could hear me, they heard me say, "Oh, this is perfect for them. This is one of the best things for them.
for the Knicks
If
or
they
for the
could
Spurs.
for the Knicks, I'm like, this is perfect for them. They can break. I said, bro, I said they can break their heart this quarter. All they gotta do is chip at this lead, chip at this
Yeah,
lead. All y'all need is stops. All
yeah.
y'all need is stops.
And it,
All
and
y'all need is stops, bro. All y'all need is stops and get buckets. And once Brunson started getting a bucket here and there, and Hart started getting a bucket, and then the game started opening up because they started making the pass all the way around the court, and you got three after three after three, or bucket after bucket going in. I said, this is perfect. This is perfect for the Knicks, bro. Like this is gonna get them back in the game. And surely man, boy, that this man, you talking about electric. I know that stadium had to be rocking because I was rocking in here, bro.
yeah, no, it started to show when the camera was shaking this shit when they really
Mm-hmm.
came back and took the lead.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, man, they was chipping away. What it was is like just the Spurs just stopped going back to what they was doing. They just started chunking up threes in the fourth quarter for no reason, thinking like the game was over. Like they got too complacent. They started to take their foot off the necks of the Knicks and the fans. Once the fans started getting going and started getting loud and rowdy, that's why I was like, oh, I'm starting to pay attention a little bit more. Like, oh, wait, hold on, what's going on? They
Once
coming
that
back.
stadium started rocking, it's a
Bronson
different feel, bro.
Brunson started to make some plays, even though Cat had to start off very slow with his foul trouble. He started to make some defensive plays and offensive plays, but also OG Anobi. He had 33 points, 4 rebounds in that game. Jalen
Go
Brunson,
ahead, OG. Yeah.
36 points from Jalen Brunson, 5 rebounds, 7 assists. So them two was really balling that game. Vic, Wimbiana, 24 points, 13 rebounds, 3 blocks. Fox and Vassell, 18 points each. Now, this is where it came down to where I believe, was it a tie score? I want to say either it was a tie score or the Spurs was up like one. Right. And then Wimbiana, he missed 2 free throws back to back. And that's why I saw the fatigue. I was like, ooh, that fatigue probably kicking in right now. Or he just choked on 2 free throws that could have put him up three. And then, after that, Knicks come down with the ball. And De'Aaron Fox made a great defensive play. Poked the ball out, took the cookies. He poked it out so far, you thought he had an open layup by himself. He picked the ball up, goes to the hole. OG Onobi following him, you're tracking him down. He takes the layup, weak as hell, with his strong hand. He went up strong with his strong hand, weak as hell. Gets blocked by OG Onobi. Some people say it was a foul. Some people say it was a clean block. It looked like a foul, low key. They missed, but in real time, it looked like a clean block. So that's why I was like, I wasn't sure. I wasn't like, ooh, that should have been a foul, maybe. But a lot going on. But De'Aaron Fox, I'm sorry, dog. De'Aaron Fox might be selling slips. He might allegedly might be selling slips, man.
I don't know
Cause
what he doing, fam.
and it ain't just that play. Somebody put a clip of how he played the whole second half, where he just turned the ball over recklessly or carelessly. Like he just throwing the ball behind his back without really seeing where his player is. He taking the dumb shots, 3 pointers, 2 pointers, dribbling all day, clanking shots, missing shots. When back in the day, I mean, from what I see, lucky lefties make some good shots,
They do
but
because
he was just making.
they're mostly decisive when it comes to them shooting the ball, and you can tell like even if you go back to a guy named Michael Redd, right? Michael Redd had that sling. To me, it was like a slingshot. Like he come off that pick or whatever it was, and he catch that ball, it's up. You know what I'm saying? And he was scoring. If you look at only people I look at lately, and it's like indecisive is him, the Aaron Fox, and you look at Jalen Brunson. But Jalen Brunson know how to tough it out. He know how to get a bucket. You know what I mean? So it's just weird to see that De'Aaron Fox. I think De'Aaron Fox is faster than his feet can take him. You understand what I'm saying? I think there's so much going on with him. It's sort of like, and I have to get ready. I have to go back to boxing again. He reminds me of certain fighters that are too fast, that their brain can't keep up with their feet, right? So they stepping and they doing certain things before their body is allowing them to do it. And because of that, he's making turnovers because he's not settled in his mind and in his body about what he's gonna do. But that helps the Knicks out because Coach Brown was like, "Hey, whatever you're gonna do, let him do it. Like we'll take them turnovers." And he had key turnovers coming down the stretch of that game.
Yeah, and that's like that clip that he had. You see this bad decision making. It kind of showed what when Mike Brown said a couple years ago when he was with the Kings. Like, man, he just makes some plays for some reason, and he's the oldest statesman on the team.
Yeah, seven
Like,
or 8 years in the league already. Yeah,
so, but and that's another thing. What the hell has happened? Like, they pretty much either said like, fuck Harrison Barnes, because like he the one that has your real playoff experience and championship
championship
experience.
experience. Yes,
And he has not played the last 2 games, or I don't think maybe since the first game. Like, what's going on with that? You playing Wimbiana 44 minutes, 48 minutes.
yes.
He gets tired.
I don't think we've seen him. I don't think he was in game three or game
He
four.
wasn't in game 3 or 4. I think he may
Mm,
have played maybe game 1 or maybe game 2, but I haven't seen him since. Like, and you would think like that would be the guy to settle you down a little bit. He makes shots when you least expect him to. That's what's crazy about it. He makes some big shots when you least expect it to him. You can't expect him to be that guy for like a whole game though. But like I'm surprised as why they didn't play him. And even New York when they was down 27, 30 points, they even brought in Jeremy Sachet, the dude used to play for the Spurs. They
mm.
brought he tried to like switch it up and like get like another like body in there that maybe give some energy or jolt, and it kind of helped. Jalen Brunson started to make some shots. OG started to make some great defensive plays and shots. Cat, him and Mitchell Robinson playing Wembanyama pretty solid on the defensive end. But Jose Alvarado, Josh Hart stepping up, coming through, Trey McBride. They had some players come up and like made some good plays for them in
They
that
have.
game. But
And it's been a welcome addition for the Knicks to have those guys doing it because the uh the amount of fatigue that could happen when you're running an 8-man rotation with where these guys out. But the fact that you got McBride coming in, the fact that Landry Shamet is coming in and providing key buckets and shooting with confidence. Even if some of those shots miss, you still go, oh, that's a bucket he normally hit because it is. And the fact that he know to take that shot in his rhythm, even the shots that ain't in his rhythm, is letting him know like, yo, I'm shooting this thing confidently, and I live and die with this bitch because I know they are giving me the green light or yellow light to go out here and do this. And I may not be the biggest on playmaking, but it seems like he got a nice little handle to his game that has developed over some time too, because we just knew him as a shooter. But it seems like now he's got some added additions, some additions to his game that's allowed him to excel while he's been in the role that he has. So when you're watching him, you're looking at another guy like, yo, this guy can go out here and put up some buckets for us. And it is loud. Those guys go, all right, cool. We got people that can hoop. So we gonna ball. That's why I kept trying to tell everybody, man, this team is deeper than what y'all think. They got guys on that team, on that next team that can hoop. And as long as they let them guys hoop, like yo, it's hey man, it's going down, Jack. This is gonna be a good series for the remainder, man. I look forward to it. I'm excited, man. I'm looking forward to this game. I might make me a steak. I should have set it out before I sat down to do this, but I need to get that steak out there and get ready, man, because you know New York is big on steaks and everything. I don't know about that Spider-Man shit, but you know he represents for New York without saying he represents for New York and everything. Oh, weak ass pussy ass Spider-Man ass
offense
shirt.
say chat. I don't know who this guy is because he in the
Man,
beginning of the series he said he want the Spurs to win, but now I guess he a New York Knicks
I
fan.
did. I said that. Man,
Yeah.
I hey, erase that.
He hit the
What my
MIB
thing? What my
Ben in
thing at?
Black like third.
You will forget that I said the San Antonio Spurs were going to win because I was going for the Knicks. You know
But
what I'm
no,
saying?
yeah.
Clap, clap. Here come the men in black.
That's the thing though. Like I was gonna go for the Spurs to win, but like everybody kept saying Spurs. I was like, that made me switch to the Knicks. I was like, all right, Knicks in seven. But
I think it might
that,
have been early on. I think it might have been early on for me. And let me say what it might have been for me. When you're looking at it, you're looking at a young, hungry team um, that's playing with venom, and they're playing in a vicious manner. They're playing with no fear. So because they're playing like that, you look at them and you go, if you go up against, excuse me, if you go up against a team like that that's playing with no fear, they don't have nothing to lose. They're saying like all the onus is on you. You know what I mean? And usually in those situations, when you're playing like that, if you're not careful of hearing that or playing against them, you'll cave in to that if you don't know what that is. But then I started looking at it, I was like, wait a minute, the Knicks got everything that they got and more. They
yeah,
got the experience. Coach Brown, I think, won a championship. I think he was on championship scenes. He
I
was
think he was on the
with
he
the
was on the
Warriors, right?
I think he was on one of the Warriors teams.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, I think he was on one of probably a couple of those teams. Yeah,
And he got some of the game from Pop, right?
yeah,
He got some of the game from Pop. So it ain't like he don't know what's going on. It ain't like
yeah.
he don't know how to do this. It's just that he never won at the highest level as
That's the
the head
guy.
coach with like
Yeah,
LeBron. You understand when he was there those years with LeBron. Even though I think they broke that up and it may have been uh, premature to break up that team and LeBron left and not LeBron not liking the owner and a bunch of other stuff. But when you look at that team, you're looking at it, you go, yo, they got just as much on this team
oh yeah.
the
Not
same
even
way that the Spurs do. So I was like, yo, and I said it out, bro. I said it at work. Ask Groovy Lou. If when we get him on the pod, he'll tell you like, nah, he was going for the Knicks. I was going for the Knicks, bro. I sure was. I
yeah,
sure was.
but
And not only because it's the Knicks, because if you know me, you know I don't give a fuck about no Knicks, but because of Rick Bronson not only being a New York Knick, but he was a Chicago Bull at one point in time,
yeah,
and having some ties around the city, and his son coming into the city and playing basketball all around the city. And he took him around and everything, for what I understand. So
that's
I
his
started
future.
rooting
Yeah,
more for them, yeah, because of the ties that was there. So yeah, I started rooting for Bronson. And I like the way he just a solid dude, man. I like dude. I like the way he do things.
yeah, true. I agree. Once they got like when they brought in OG and they got Josh Hart, filled that team up, got Carter Town like, ooh, this is a nice little. little nucleus you got, and like everybody, and then the guys that was started ended up became the backups. So it was like, all right, you got them guys, and then but when I saw they got Jose Alvarado this year, I was like, that could solidify this team to be like defensively really good.
Yes,
They already was with Tibbs, but like now you got him
yes,
as an energizer type, buddy type guy on the bench, but he can run the offense as well. I'm like,
yes.
they really don't have any holes on their like team unless it's like it was just a chemistry that came down to it. Like
It,
it's McKe-
but the chemistry was good between that starting unit, and it just needs to be affect everybody else. Adding Jose Alvarado to me, or Grand Theft Alvarado, I thought was a good addition because he's a point guard. He likes to get the ball up and down the court, but he fits in, bro, because he has that energy. He's frenetic at the same time, so he's a pest as well. And
yeah,
people don't like dude. You hate that guy when he's on the other team, but you love him when he's on your team.
yeah.
So
And
when
I said,
he's
and he's from
there,
New York, so it's like he
and he's from New
fighting
York,
playing
bam
for the
bam.
city.
So he riding, bro. He's really riding with his team all the way around. So you got that dynamic. So now you have another rider that's going along with you. So then you look at it and you say, okay, we got Mikal Bridges and we got him here to score. If Mikal Bridges can't score, can he defend? Can he rebound?
And I think what happened in Game 4 as well. I think he got into foul trouble or something where he had to
Mm-hmm.
like miss some time. I think maybe it was Game 3, but like Game 4, Game 3, he had missed the first quarter or whatever because he got in quick foul trouble or something.
Yeah.
So it was like,
Yeah, but then you get a guy like OG Anunoby who not only just defended and guarded Wemby and got some and guarded the other guys on the perimeter. But then he got buckets. He went and got 33, 34 points.
yeah,
And you needed that. Mikal Bridges wasn't scoring. Shamit come in scoring. Like you had guys to go and do salute, man. Hey, gotta salute Cat. Gotta salute Cat for averaging 18 points and 10 rebounds a game. He
yeah,
been solid, bro.
yeah. Big
He been
Bodega.
solid. Big Bodega. El Cato. You've been representing, man.
He
You've been
hasn't been
representing.
scoring like you would want him to do, but he's been doing everything else that you need him to do. That honestly, that was questions before when he was with Minnesota. Like, can he dig deep? Can he play gritty? Can he not worry about scoring and just get you the rebounds and blocks, help on defense, run the offense, do everything else besides score for this team to thrive? And he's been doing that.
He been there. He's been visible. And while you may want Cat to have 22, 25, 28 points a game, there's a guy on the other court on the other side of the court on the other team. He's 7'4", 7'5", and he's a problem. And
Yeah,
Cat got to go out there and guard him. And
yeah,
while Cat may have a bag with to score and do things and be able to chip in as an offensive talent, he still got to go out there and make sure that that dude knows that, hey man, you ain't getting these easy buckets all the time, man.
yeah,
I'm gonna do my best to wear you out too, within the realm of not fouling. But tonight, I hope they let them motherfuckers play again, man. The only thing is, they in the Spurs house, goddamn.
yeah. So I
They in the
think
Spurs house.
I believe Game 4 was the largest comeback in finals history for a win,
I
which
don't
is
care, man.
crazy.
I was watching. I said, man, they got it, man. I was got it. If I had a girl here with me, man, she would. If I had it, man,
He would been busting cheeks and like, hold on, wait, wait.
I'd have been check my
Get off
man
me, you
back,
little
back,
bitch, bitch.
back,
Get
back,
off
back,
me.
back,
I
back,
gotta watch
back,
this
back,
comeback.
back, 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 back. She's like, what you looking at? What you looking? I'm like, man, they can make it. They can get this back. They can get that
They
back.
they coming.
The same way I'm getting your back. You know what I mean? Yo, it was a beautiful game, man. Go ahead,
But
keep talking, keep talking.
so but we gotta talk about this. Like, what's your perspective on like what would you have done as if you're De'Aaron Fox, you make that steal, you going down, look like it's gonna be a free open layup. When your team is up one with like
Take
13,
the
10 seconds
goddamn
left.
layup. If you got a wide open layup, you take the layup. See, this is why that analytic bullshit is bullshit. That's why analytics is bullshit. Analytics to me can tell you every position on the court, every spot on the court where you can hit from, your averages, and what they expect from you throughout the course of the game, right? It can tell you that down to the quarter, down to the last 30 seconds of the game, the last 3 seconds of the game, what you plan on doing, right? Analytics can do all that. But one thing analytics can't do is it can't tell you your tendencies and what your courage and what you're really made of when a game is really on the line. It can't tell you that. It can't tell you if you're gonna really make a bucket. It can tell you that shooting threes is good, but it can't tell you when you driving and you got a man beat Instead of you kicking the ball out and looking for a pass, it can't tell you that taking a 3-pointer is better than taking a two and getting it and taking the lead right then and there or tying the game. I'm taking a two, bro. If I am open for a layup, I am taking a 2-point or I'm dunking this bitch so I can put some of that energy back on our side. And my team knows that, hey, yo, we still in the game.
That's my thing. Is like he should have dunked it. If you're gonna go up and make that like leg, like it's you're up one, time is on your side, so they're gonna have to foul you at some point or like try to stop you. So, I mean, yeah, in the current moment of the play, you probably not think pull the ball out, even though and watching it from the outside, it looked like yeah, you should probably pull the ball out, put the ball out, get it back to where they have to come and foul you or make you have to score like to get the free throws or whatever. But you can't go up to that layup and just like so soft with it. Like especially once I think you realize that once you lost that lead you had on OG, like once you feel him on you or near you, you should be able to either dunk that or go try your best to make the referee make a call. So
Absolutely.
he getting a lot of
Absolutely.
flack for like trying to go for that layup. You should score, try to get that lead up to three, and make them come down and have to shoot a three. But it's like, man, time is on your side. You up one. Maybe pull the ball back out. See if they even try to foul you or they try to steal it. They try to foul you, then shoot the free throws. But maybe that's what it is. Maybe they want to try to make them free throws, put themselves in that position because Wimbyama
Listen,
just missed two
you the
free throws
fastest person on the court.
before.
Besides Grand Theft Alvarado, you're the fastest person on the court. You should be able to beat everybody out the dribble.
Yeah.
And once you beat everybody out the dribble, it is a 17 or to 15-foot jump shot waiting on you. Anything closer than that is a dunk or a layup. I ain't worried about nobody because everybody else probably got fouls on them and they don't want to foul. You should be fine with putting that type of pressure on them because they're going to try to put that type of pressure on you to make the bucket and play you hard on the defensive end. You should be okay with driving the ball and getting a bucket. And at that close range, at 6'5", De'Aaron Fox, 6'4", you're supposed to be okay with booming that bitch or laying it up and putting all the pressure back on them and saying, yeah, we in this game. Because that sends a message to your team. Forget the other team. It says the message to your team. We are in this game and we are not out until the final bell rings. Those other plays that he was making when he was losing the ball and making these bad passes.
God.
You've been doing that. You was doing that in Sacramento. This ain't nothing new.
Yeah.
This ain't nothing new. Man, if they would just go back and pan to Mike Brown when a brother was making those plays, just look at his face. If you could see him the same way I was sitting there, I was like, oh, he gonna blow it. I was saying, oh, he gonna blow it. I know that Mike Brown know he gonna blow it. And then when they go on offense, when the Knicks go on offense, I'm like, oh, that's a bucket. I was calling out, that's a bucket. That's a three. That's a three. Put swing the ball, swing three. That's a bucket. You can see it, bro. When you didn't play, I didn't never play the game at a high level like that. But I watched enough basketball and I've been to enough games. And I played a decent amount of basketball. I kind of we both know what we're looking at. You understand? And now it becomes from just playing basketball to understanding the mentality of the players are on the court in that type in that time in that mode. So you watching it and you get a better understanding of what it is that you're looking at, and you know it. You like, oh, this is what's gonna happen.
Yeah.
De'Aaron Fox was giving it up. That's what I said. Hey, keep letting him have the ball. Y'all think it's good for him to have the ball? Give it to him. Because a correct answer is to give it to who?
Wimbyama.
Not me. I'm going with Dylan Harper because Dylan Harper's playing great. All he needs is another notch in his belt to make him feel good and feel confident about himself in those type of moments. He will play even better. Dylan Harper is playing well.
That's that.
I'm going to him. I'm going to Vassell. I'm going to Castle. The ball should be in their hand because De'Aaron Fox still doesn't know what his role is in those situations and times. And instead of making him feel good about himself and saying, all right, we're going to you to make up a play, he ain't done it the whole game. Why are you
So
going to him now?
I mean, what just happened this game? If they don't come back and win the series, man, like I just think he just lost his spot to Dylan Harper. Like they gonna either try to
Absolutely.
he come off the bench
Absolutely.
next year, or they gonna
Depending
find
on
a
what
way to
that
move him.
depending on what that contract is like, bro, they'll get him up out of there.
Yeah.
They'll get him up out of there. You understand what I'm saying? Like if he has a contract that says he has 3 more years and they have to pay him a certain amount of money, y'all you thinking about trading and getting draft picks or something like that. But if you can get rid of the dude, you're gonna get rid of him. You know what I'm saying? And
Yeah.
I'm not saying that because I want them to get rid of De'Aaron Fox. I'm just saying um, there were better options in those moments because those guys have been balling. Who were the guys that had been talking about through the majority of the playoffs? On the Spurs, you kept hearing Vassell, Castle, Champagny, Harper. Those are the names that you kept hearing the whole entire playoffs. No one was saying, "Oh man, De'Aaron Fox is he's been a really great leader and he's really putting up 20 points a game and 8 assists and he's really like the rock in the foundation." No, they've been saying Vassell is a dog, Castle is a dog, Dylan Harper. These guys, whether they're coming off the bench or they're starting, they're providing energy, plays, and they're doing everything that they can to make the game work.
Yeah. Now Dylan Harper as for a rookie is probably as poised as a player I've seen from a rookie at all. He slows the not the game down, but he slows the team down and get them settled and like he makes shots. He makes big plays. He know how to get to the hole. He know how to make the pick and roll, pull up left hand jumper. So like I mean, I don't know, maybe in a closeout game, do you go to starting Dylan Harper? Do you stick with him come off the bench? I feel like maybe Fox might be more suited with the second unit, with the second unit, maybe with Harrison Barnes, because that's what they used to play together in Sacramento. So like, I feel like if
Facts,
you put him with that,
facts.
put Dylan in the starting lineup, you might have a chance to
Yes,
win this game tonight.
yes, yes. But I don't want them to win. So y'all start who y'all start. You know what I'm saying? Y'all make those decisions to start the players that y'all think are gonna help y'all lose the game. And we'll appreciate you. We'll appreciate it even more. What is the series right now?
It's 3-1, 3-1
3-1.
Knicks.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
Mitch Johnson, the Spurs coach, he's showing his youth as a coach. Like sometimes, like bro, like you gotta make some calls, make some substitutions where
Absolutely.
you gotta switch it up. Like I don't know why he's not playing Harrison Barnes. I think for some reason, even though I'm not a big Harrison Barnes guy, I feel like he would help settle that team down with just his expertise. And he played with the Warriors. He's won a championship with the Warriors.
On a championship. He's a driver of the ball. He knows how to hit 3-point shots. He's a defender as well. He's a decent
It's
enough
been
body to play some of those guys that are on the court with the Knicks. Even though he's an older player, you could get a certain amount of minutes out of him. Even if it was only 10 or 12 minutes, you could get some minutes out of him. And he's a
yeah.
guy that can go out there and rebound as well. So y'all selling yourselves short. Let me say this real quick. For the balcony level, which is only level 202. I thought they would have a third level. The
But
seats are going for $1,000 in San Antonio. It's up,
mm,
bro. It's up. That's why they're promoting this so well because all the money is everybody making the money, bro.
oh yeah,
Level two is
yeah.
$1,000.
Yeah. And I heard a good portion of the New York Knicks fans are buying tickets to go to that game in San Antonio. So you might hear more Knicks fans damn near as good as you hear in
I
San
would be trying to
Antonio.
do that too. Think about this. I stay in New York where everything else is 3 to 4 times the price than it is in San Antonio, Texas, right?
Yep.
You don't think that a New York fan would say, hey, you know what? It might be best if we took a flight, bought a hotel or Airbnb, and stayed for a Saturday night, for Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and come back Monday afternoon.
It's probably way
All
cheaper
that
than
will be the same amount of money that it would be to go to the game
in New York.
in New York, where you probably can't even get a ticket, bro.
Nah,
That
the
second
tickets,
level, that should probably $15,000 now. You know them ticket sales go crazy, bro.
yeah, it was. I heard. I like shit.
Balcony level, 201, row 16, $1,463 a piece. Now remember, that's just a ticket to the
Yeah,
game. That ain't
walking.
airfare. That ain't the hotel or the Airbnb.
Yeah, true. That is true.
I'm about to check the 100 section. Let's see what they talking about down there. $3,000, $4,000. Plaza level, $5,000. They only got 3 seats left.
Okay.
What they got? Let me see. Super seller. They said it's a super seller, man. If you don't go sit your ass down, boy. So then we go to what's this right here? So that's Plaza level 2.
What the fuck? Oh,
Okay, so how are these the same? That is closer. That's sold out. They must got a lot of seats available. I'll say that.
San
Not
Antonio.
a lot. Not a lot. They got quite a few seats. I ain't got a lot.
Okay.
Balcony level, balcony sideline. Yeah, they don't have a lot of seats left. They got a few, but it ain't a lot. They selling out. So salute to the Knicks fans that went down there. They ain't playing. I know they went down there to represent. I ain't mad at them either. No. I ain't mad at them. Salute to all the Knicks fans for going down there. Y'all some traveling mofos as well. It's good to see though. But New York need that. That's the energy they've been looking for. And the NFL season about to roll around. They got guys coming back. They're gonna be nice over there on that aspect too. But keep on going. I ain't want to cut you off like that,
No,
bro.
yeah.
We rolling. We
But
talk. My energy up hot. You know what I'm saying? I might make a stake in this hoe. And they going to Texas where the stakes are big there too. What? Yeah, bitch.
but shout out to OG and no, because not only did he like made that block on De'Aaron Fox for them to get
What?
the ball back, it
What?
was him that took the ball in to to take the lead for the Knicks to win the game.
Talk
So
about it, man. Talk about it.
Jalen Brunson, he got the ball. He trying to cook up Wembanyama, and this is where De'Aaron Fox. I don't know. I think he's selling slips. Wemby on Jalen Brunson, which is in turn could be a mismatch for Wemby. I mean for Brunson because he could just go past him and stuff. So when he was trying to cook him a little bit, De'Aaron Fox went off his man who was OG Anunoby, came to double with Wemby
Came up, yes.
and pressured Jalen Brunson to shoot a three, which looked good for the moment. Jalen Brunson shoot a three, misses it, but the miss comes back. Instead of Fox going back to box out OG or see where his man was, OG had a clear lane to run through the middle, come in, tip the ball in to the shot to the rim off the backboard,
Always
take
box
a
out.
1 point lead.
You always box out, especially the guy that's inbounding the ball. You still got to
Exactly.
box him out. Every man must be covered.
So it's like, damn, it's like Darren, like not only you stole the ball for you to try to win the game, you missed the layup or got blocked, and then you gave up the play where your guy tipped the ball in. So it's like you can just see his face. It's like, he's like, I just fucked this all up. But OG, he finna get so much play if they win the championship because of that, off that one shot. So crazy.
You
But
seen
let's
that
talk
number 8 that they did? His number 8. You seen how they put the OG in it? They got
really.
the 8, but they got the O and the G in it now. That's that's
Nah,
that's fire. I like that.
I did not see that. But also in between those 2 3 games, game 3 and 4, Knicks fans have been beating the Spurs fans ass in New York.
Man, what is that about, man? And I think that's some coward ass shit,
That's
man.
some
Y'all,
that
that's
what
some
made me
hoe
don't
shit.
that made me not want to root for New York no more. That be like, you know what, y'all ain't deserve to win the championship type stuff. Like y'all can't even handle because y'all after game
You
three when they
right.
lost,
You right.
after game 3 when they lost, they tore down five guys because I think they said supposedly it was a Spurs fan there or who worked there. They tore that place up. It was an old man with I think a Tim Duncan jersey in the streets of New
Hmm.
York. They got that beating his ass. A couple of like they somebody else had a Spurs, they ripping his shit off. I'm like, come on, dog. Like, and this like y'all been losing for 50, 60 years, and
That's
this how
bad
y'all act.
karma, man. Just in case y'all don't know. Not only that's going to affect your life later on, if you believe in that sort of thing, but I mean, y'all want this team to win so bad that y'all gotta do stupid punk ass hoe ass shit like that. I don't think there's nothing cool about jumping people who came to the city and paid to be there to watch the game to enjoy the city and they get jumped on for wearing a jersey, bro.
Yeah, that's what I was like.
And
That
then
would mean
on
like
top of that, for some of them guys to be black, y'all know better than that, man. All the shit that we gotta endure and go through, and then for y'all to do that, that's weak. That shit weak to me, bro. The guy that was in there working the fries and he was getting the fries together and y'all throwing chairs at
yeah,
him and shit like that. That's weak as fuck, man. Then the guy that's outside walking, he walking through trying to go from one place to the other, and then y'all whooping on them. And then ain't even one on ones, like a situation broke
right,
out where y'all
exactly.
gotta defend yourself. These are regular people that y'all walking up to and y'all just scrapping with them in groups.
Yeah, cowards. Some weak shit right there. That's why I was like, you know what? I hope the Spurs come back and win this series. Like now, I
Yeah,
was
when I
rooting for
saw
the
shit, I
Knicks.
was like, man, that's weak, man. Like, even though I want the Knicks to win,
Knicks.
I was like, man, I can't subscribe to pussy ass shit, man. Y'all doing that? Y'all have not y'all went from earning it to not even deserving it to be talked about no more for that simple reason. Y'all
Yeah.
can't do that. Y'all should not do that, man.
Nah.
Y'all should not be in New York or anywhere doing that. Man, if a motherfucker walk through Chicago in a different jersey, which they do all the time,
Yeah.
no one says that we just boo you. Boo, get your ass out of town. We're not gonna hit you with eggs like they did Yama from walking
Yeah.
into the hotel.
Practice
We're not
ass.
gonna do that. You know what I'm saying? We're not smacking people around or punching them and stuff like that, man, because we know it's enough to deal with in Chicago as it is. I know it's enough for y'all to deal with in New York because y'all pout on top of each other. Y'all ain't got much of an area to go to. But
Yeah.
it can get very dangerous for a motherfucker for doing that here. Straight up,
True.
even if they are from out of town, because a lot of people come to Chicago and they may not know nobody right away, but they end up knowing somebody right away. And that person end up knowing somebody that knows somebody here. And shit can happen to you for doing dumb shit like that.
Yeah. True.
This shit is still governed by different types of politics. Let's be fucking serious here. And it's the same way there. And if somebody wanted to say something to these guys, man, like shit could happen to y'all. Y'all got to be very careful doing that. I don't condone anything like that. I don't like that. I think that's very terrible behavior. I don't think that's cool. I don't think there's nothing manly about doing that. I think that's very cowardly and punk. I think that's pusillanimous for another man, a group of men to jump on one guy. One of them was elderly. The other one was working his job at the restaurant.
Yeah.
One of them is Yama. I don't the shit that y'all at the hotel, y'all booing them, boo, fuck you, Wimby. Like, that's okay, but y'all start throwing stuff at people. Think
Yeah.
about this on the other hand. A mob of motherfuckers do that to y'all, and y'all surrounded. Y'all gonna bitch up to. And y'all by yourself, y'all gonna bitch. No, I'm gonna run. Nope, they got the same situation y'all in, just like that. What are you gonna do? Are you gonna fight your way out of it? Are you gonna mob out with 10 other motherfuckers and get stumped out and possibly put to death, beat to death? I don't like that shit, bro. Go ahead,
Yeah.
my bad.
No, you.
I'm big like fighting. If we gonna fight, if we gonna really like shoot the fair one, if we gonna catch the fade, if we gonna square up, if we gonna really get into the shit like that, like let's do that. Like, I'm good in a one-on-one.
Yeah.
I got enough of that. But jumping on more, I can't do that, man, because the guys I grew up with on 87th and Jeffrey on the east side, on 62nd or 63rd in the Woodlawn community, we ain't getting down like that. Ain't no jumping on motherfuckers. You jumping on motherfucker here, man, it means that you a bitch. You soft. It means you can't fight. It seriously means that you cannot fight.
Yeah.
And because you cannot fight, people have to consider their options when they take you out, when they go out with you, or when they meet up in places with you. What can we do and what can we not do with this person when we out? Because if they get to talking crazy, are they gonna defend themselves, or are they gonna fade to black or fade to the back and let us do all the work for them because they ain't like that? And they're
Yeah.
gonna be the person sticking in uh uh throwing slick punches, stealing punches and shit, like getting kicks in and stuff like that. Are you gonna be that type of person? I don't want to be around that, man. I want to be around the people that can stand on their own. I don't like that. All that. I don't like all that.
Yeah. So I agree with you all the way with that, man.
Mm,
I do karma is a bitch, so I feel like Knicks might have to fans might get deal with some of that. But
yeah.
also I saw this dude from San Antonio who made a video said, "Hey, all y'all Knicks fans that's come to San Antonio, what y'all did to the Spurs fans in New
Ooh,
York is don't be surprised. It might get done back to them if they
ooh.
catch you outside. They might. I don't know how gangster San Antonio, motherfucker
It don't
is,
matter
but
how gangster San Antonio is. Think about it. Who's the majority of people down in San Antonio, Texas?
between I would say white and black mainly black.
That's it. That's it. It's gonna be white, black, and Mexican. So if the
He's
police decide to
Mexican.
pull y'all over and y'all from New York, they don't like the fact that y'all out here smoking weed, or y'all got a cigarette lit, or y'all walking down the street with a cup of liquor in y'all hand. Yeah, yeah, fuck y'all. Oh, it's the weekend too.
Saturday.
It's the weekend. I would pull all you motherfuckers over. I arrest a bunch of y'all. I'll arrest a bunch of you motherfuckers. Ain't nobody got to go back to New York no more. There's plenty of room down in Texas. The air is cleaner. There's plenty to do down in Texas. Y'all got some decent restaurants in New York, but so
Yeah,
do
you can
they.
stay for the
Yeah,
weekend until we
man.
book your
What?
ass.
Y'all felt that like that shit was cool, huh? Y'all bring y'all ass on down here.
I
We don't
kind of
like
hope.
you, mother. We don't like you, city slickers, slick talking motherfuckers. Anyway,
I kind of hope that San
your
Antonio.
eyes and your mouth are not bigger than your goddamn mouth, and we gonna show you that they're not too when you get down here. You sons of bitches.
I'm kind of hoping San Antonio come through and catch some Knicks fan lagging.
Yeah, I hope they catch some wreck with y'all for sure.
All right, so game tonight, 7:30. In San Antonio, game 5. Who
Yeah,
you got? Is the Spurs going to take it back to New York for game 6, or the Knicks
it's going
calling it?
back to New York. It's going back to New York. This I sound like it's going back to New York, man. It's going back to New York. They gonna Spurs gonna get this game.
Yeah, I
Spurs
agree.
gonna get this
Same.
game because
Okay,
it goes 2-2 and then it go 1-1, right?
yeah, they went back to old ways, so it's 1-1. Yeah, so it's going to be San
Two
Antonio,
two,
then New York, then back to
yeah. Then back to San
wait.
Antonio. So they get this game and then they gonna close out New York. Now, if New York is a dog like that and they close this bitch out like that, ooh, tonight,
That's impressive. I ain't
Jalen
gonna say.
Brunson, you go to the top of Mount Rushmore for the Knicks.
Yeah,
I'm not even calling Mount Rushmore because Mount Rushmore is what the white folks did. It used to be 6 people on that before they
yeah.
turned it down, tore it down. So you go to the top of the list of the greatest Knicks ever. If you pull this off tonight,
He
if
definitely.
y'all win, period. If y'all win, period, you go to the top of the list
They already calling
as
the
a
king of
six
New
foot
York
point
right
guard.
now. So
Yep,
yeah.
yep,
So,
as a
yeah.
6 foot point guard who put on for the city of New York, who represented for the city of New York, who got them a championship in New York. You go to the top of the list, brother. Like your spot is forever sealed until somebody comes along and starts winning multiple championships, and then you get bumped down. But yeah, I think it's gonna be a great game tonight. I got to figure out what I'm gonna eat, or if I'm just sitting here and just chew some grapes and talk some shit to the TV and probably bother you now that I'm hyped up and I'm in a good shit talking mood. But it should be a great game, man. I'm looking forward to it.
Yeah.
Who you got?
I got the Spurs. I want to see this go 6 or 7. Like
Mm,
I'm hoping. I might be switching my pick. Like I had the Knicks at 7, but just
yeah,
because of based off what the Knicks fans been on,
yeah.
I
I
feel
don't
like
like that.
that they don't deserve
I don't
this
like that.
no more. I was gonna give it to them. Like,
No,
all
it ain't
right,
about deserving. It's about, bro.
earn it, deserve it, all
Deserving
that.
is a. I don't think they earned it. I don't think they earned it because you're not even showing humility and you're showing bad.
The team earned it. Like
The
they playing
team is,
lights out.
but
But
the
yeah,
city, like y'all suck. Y'all are showing bad team spirit and your sportsmanship is whack. You get
yeah,
an F. You get an F plus 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 on that shit. Like that.
yes,
That shit
sir.
is whack. I don't like it. I don't agree with it. So I'll tell y'all the same thing niggas in New York will tell you about what I'm saying. If you don't agree with it, suck my dick. Cause that's some of the shit that they used to say to motherfuckers, man. I remember that shit. I
Yep.
remember motherfuckers used to say that shit. And even though that they may not like that, that's some shit that y'all used to do to motherfuckers all the time. Y'all used to say that shit to the yo, hey, SMD, y'all used to say that shit to motherfuckers all the
Yeah,
time, man.
all the time,
And
aggressively
then
for
it
no
got
reason.
stopped years ago because motherfuckers started losing their life and they started really getting the shit beat out of them, which is what Chicago niggas agreed with. Like, yo, we don't take that. We don't take you get a bullet in your head for telling somebody some shit like that. So y'all
Yeah,
behavior is unbecoming. I don't like it. And because of that, you know, maybe y'all really haven't earned the right to sit there and call yourselves uh uh the best. You know what I mean? Y'all shouldn't be the winners of this championship. Like y'all conduct is terrible. It's deplorable. But bro, I wouldn't want to be around nobody. If I knew that my homies were out jumping on other grown men just because they had on the jersey, fam, what did he do? No, he just had on the Spurs jersey. That's it? Yeah, I
yeah,
don't fuck with you, dog. I
yeah.
don't fuck with you.
Unless you was provoked physically,
Unless a motherfucker provokes you and they put your life in danger. That's the only way I see you jumping out the window and saying, hey, that's my homie, and we riding with him. You know what I'm saying? We such and such deep. But all the guys I grew up with can bang. They can fight. Like ain't nobody doing that. Like you gonna get you. We gonna shoot the film. We are going to square up. We are going to catch the fade, homie. Run me my fade.
yeah,
You
true.
know, but like all this throwing garbage cans and chairs and eggs and slapping people over the head with all this other stuff that they doing. That's whack, man. I don't like that. And I'm glad you said something because I'm over here gun ho, like, yeah, Knicks going in for it tonight. Even though I still had the Spurs winning this game, especially with Wemby getting hit with that egg when he was
Yeah,
going into the hotel and the guy tried to shake his hand, he pushed him away. And it's like, yo, you see these motherfuckers throwing eggs at me, man?
I feel like he gonna come out crazy tonight. He gonna go 40 and 10. He needs to.
Whatever it is, I think he gonna have a. I think he just gonna have a solid game. It's gonna be another game where he got like 28 points, 15 rebounds, or something like that. But his assists gonna be higher. I think his involvement, his impact on the game is gonna be felt a lot more tonight. And you're gonna see it as well with the other players that are on that Spurs team. So I got the Spurs winning the game tonight. After this win tonight, man, I don't. Now you got me really considering because that shit really bothers me. And I don't want to. I want to go back to being logical, but the emotional side of me, the part of me that don't like that type of shit, the responsible part of me, the man, the person that's not toxic, like the actual man in me, says like that's some bitch shit, that's some hoe ass shit, and I would never want anybody to do that, even in Chicago, man. And
Yeah,
I would never want to see that throwing shit at somebody because you a Bears fan or a Sox fan, a Cubs fan or a Bulls fan or a Blackhawks fan or whatever MLS team we got here, Chicago Sky fan, whatever it is. We represent Chicago. It don't matter what they wear. Fuck them. I hear that. Fuck them. Fuck you. East go. Fuck you, cheeseheads. All that. Fuck all y'all. Like that type of shit. I understand that. That's talking crazy and everything. That's being vile. But the vicious and malicious intent of putting your hands on people and throwing stuff at people, yo, this ain't the UK. And now they trying to stop that in the UK because motherfuckers from what I heard years ago, they started getting whooped or disappearing out the stands because they would people would get the players would get shit thrown at them.
yeah,
You understand what I'm saying? So yeah, I got the Spurs for tonight's game, but if the Knicks somehow get it, I wouldn't be surprised with that.
yeah. Um, all right. I mean, we good on the finals right there tonight. To get tonight. See what they do.
Bottom bottom.
Uh, Other sports stories. Short, but quick. 'Cause I don't really care too much about it. But World Cup has started. Soccer. Football is back out here, and I guess USA got a solid team maybe this year.
From what I was seeing
They
in the
won four.
ESPN, I don't really watch soccer like that, but
Me neither. But
football, my fault,
they
football,
they won 4-1 against Paraguay. You know,
Uruguay.
yeah, yeah, Uruguay, Paraguay. They won 4-1. Supposedly they got maybe somewhat of a decent team compared like any other time I've seen the World Cup. They never had like a great chance to win it, but like maybe it's a chance for them to go far this one. So I know Mexico beat up on South Africa, so they won I think 2-0.
Oh,
But
it
that's the
was. I
only thing
thought it
I
was Paraguay. Okay, I thought it was Uruguay.
Paraguay.
Okay, Paraguay. My
Yeah,
bad.
Paraguay. Yeah. So we'll see how it goes on the next game for the USA. I think it's like qualifications right now, so it ain't like the real eliminating tournament. But talk about baseball.
Currently, Switzerland is up on Qatar 1-0, one
Okay,
nil.
okay,
Uh,
okay. Um, Baseball. City of Chicago got two teams: the Chicago White Sox, Chicago Cubs.
let's get it. I know you want to talk about this. I know you fiending to talk about this, brother.
Yeah, man. I mean, right now, White Sox is first, number one in their division. Coming from 2 years ago, from the worst team of all time to being number one in your division at 37 wins and 31 losses. So 6 games over 500. I don't know if you
Mhm.
remember when in the beginning of the season where I was saying we was down like six
We
games,
was down
five
bad.
games.
We was down
So it was
bad.
like to fight our way back up and be number one at this point on June 13th in the literally the middle of the summer is shows great that the rebuild is like not officially over, but it's like all right, it's
It's
definitely
happening.
too
We can see the progression of the rebuild. Yeah,
exactly. So it's
yeah.
like all right, we got the young guys called up, going playing really well. We've been playing really good ball. I think we won like 18 out of the last 21 games at home. So that means we've been cooking up some good games, some win games at home. When the crowd and they get when the crowd shows up, they play really better. They play better. The whole momentum, the whole energy is better for the White Sox. The team get behind it and ride with it. So we are number one in our division right now. First time since 2021, especially this far in the season, this late. Um, the series before we played the Atlanta Braves, who record wise is the best team, has the best amount of wins, has the least amount of losses. Uh, all around was a better team from offense, defense, and pitching, and we beat them 2 games out of 3 for the series win. But the third game got postponed to August because of the storm that we had the other day.
Yeah,
So we
yeah,
kind of
makes
low key
sense.
swept them, and we swept them for the 2 games that we played. And this was the stretch that everybody's talking about, as far as like it was going to be Phillies, Braves, Dodgers, and Yankees. That those 4 straight series against these great teams in the MLB that people was worried about us coming out of. That maybe we would end up on the losing side, start losing more, or
Hmm.
show that are we real or fake. I mean, we lost 2 out of 3 against Phillies, who basically had the same record as us, but we fought in each game except for like maybe one really. Uh, Atlanta Braves, we took two games from them. One game got postponed till later, so it's 2 games we swept them so far for
Hmm.
a great team in Atlanta. That's a great team that we beat at home. Last night, I went to the game yesterday against the LA Dodgers.
Motherfucker ain't even
Was
tell nobody. He ain't said nothing. It's all good though. I don't
was
trip.
hoping to see Shohei Ohtani, but he had tweaked his knee or something the game
Yeah, because
before.
he said you was being selfish with these tickets and shit. But go ahead, keep on talking, motherfucker.
But no Otani, no Murakami for us. So I feel like it was even. Like, all right, this is still a good game for both teams. They still got Freddie Freeman. They still got Mookie Betts. They still got Teoscar Hernandez, Max Muncy, the Roki, the pitcher and all that. They got a squad still. But man, this was a great game to go to. We ended up smacking their ass 8-2. First inning was a solo home run from Andrew Benintendi for the White Sox. We ended up 1-0. Actually, LA Dodgers came back into the lead 2-1 after a 2 RBI double from one of their designated hitters. I forgot his name, but they went up 2, and in the 5th inning, we took off from them. We scored 7 runs in the 5th inning to make it an 8-2 lead uh, game. Vargas, Antonacci, uh, who else was killing? A little bit like Chase Mydroff, 3 hits, 3 for 3. Andrew
Niggas
Benintendi with
cooking,
solo
bro.
home run. Miguel Vargas, who's been the best third baseman in Chicago, also probably one of the best third basemen in the league right now, batting in defensive wise. He
Mm-hmm.
had three hits yesterday. This offense, this team has been rolling even without Murakami been playing. We actually won more games, or like took over first since he been out. Not saying that he's the reason why we wasn't winning. He changed the whole swag of this team. So when he come back, he's just gonna make his team better. And we still without him and Cal Till, our starting catcher. So if we
Yeah,
get those 2 guys back with
we
this
on our way.
offense
We
and
on our way.
defense, man.
Good. Yeah. Good
And
job, White Sox.
even when we was leaving the game, this dude, I don't even know the dude. He was just like, it's starting to feel like 205. I'm like, man, that's saying a lot, but like there is some type of special thing going on this year where like we are winning games no one thought we would win, and like in ways of we win them. I think we got the most comeback wins this season, and also
Mm,
so it's like
mm.
we just winning games at home, beating tough teams that people didn't expect us to win against.
And and showing that they know how to stay in the games and then make comebacks, stay poised, and then
Exactly,
strategize and get the games back under control and win as
but
well. So now, last year and the years before that, a
bro,
blowout was a blowout, and you could just chalk
yeah,
it up after the fourth or fifth inning and say,
it's
"Yeah, I'm going home.
exactly. I
Can't
was
play
gonna
big
say
here."
there was a time I'll watch the first 2 3 innings, and depending on how the game was going, I just knew like, all right, I ain't gotta watch no more. It's done.
Hmm.
Like we're cooked. But this season, you have to watch innings 1 through 9. We could be down, a little bit or bad, but we gonna fight back. We gonna make it a closer game at some point, or make it or take over and win the game. So it's like
Hmm.
that's what I'm looking forward to with this season. Like we just actually been playing really good baseball, really fun baseball. Everybody's been saying it. Everybody on social media, everybody that's a baseball expert has been saying we've been one of the we're the best baseball story this season. We're one of the funnest teams to watch, and we actually have good chemistry. And this is a good team that's young, growing together, winning together.
That's what you want to hear, though. That's what you want to hear.
And also,
Again, for all the people who are curious about coming to the South Side for a baseball game, Keith, tell them. It's okay to come out here and kick it on the
bro.
cool with us, man. Y'all gonna enjoy it out here.
It's a cleaner stadium, way better food than up north, and just if you want to watch a game, come to a White Sox game. If you're just there for like the atmosphere, the aesthetic, get drunk, go to a Wrigley Field game. But if you actually want to go watch a game, chill, have some space, have some good food, good vibes, good times, good drinks. Sox is where it's at. Right, especially right now. We're playing really good ball, and people are actually coming out to games like this weekend. Every game is at least 35,000. It's basically going to be selling out pretty much with 40,000 almost each game in the
Love it.
middle
Love to
of the
hear it.
summer.
Love to
And
hear
also,
it.
another thing, Brady Montgomery, star that we traded for, a prospect we traded for, a couple years ago for our starting pitcher Garrett Crochet from Boston Red Sox. He got called up this last week, and his first game, he hit a walk-off two-run home run in his MLB debut. That's a crazy start to have for a rookie to start off his first game for it to be a walk-off two-run home run. So, and I think he had two hits that game. He went 2 for 5. Like that's gonna be something memorable that you gonna forever remember as a
Man,
rookie. Like
imagine that, man, coming in as a rookie and you do that. That got
to
to
win the
put a
game.
battery in, yeah, a battery. That got to put a battery in your back and give you a certain type of confidence to know that your contribution right out the gate is
Yes.
something that will always be remembered. Like it's a part of history now to be able to walk into a game and do that. And then from there, no one's unless that's your expectation of yourself in the fans, which you can kind of block out. But your only expectation of yourself now is to, all right, how do I contribute the next time? Is it a base hit? Is it a triple? You know what I mean? Is it just getting on base? Is it me getting on base? Or is it me going out there and making a play on the field when it's the bottom of the ninth, the seventh, the eighth, or the ninth inning, or the 10th or the 11th, 12th, and we all tied up and the play is needed and everybody's ready and they're reacting, you know? And that's good for a player to come in and do that, man, because it lets them know, I really belong here, man.
Yeah, for real, man. So he was a key part of that trade, and he looked to be he's a 5 star or 5 tool guy that will I think he would become a major all star for us. So I think the future is almost kind of set. We got Vargas, Murakami, Raiden Montgomery. We also have Colson Montgomery, so the white version, the black version Montgomery. Um,
Uh,
they killing it. So I said Chase Mydroff. Hey man, even this dude Tristan Peters who played for the Savannah Bananas, like that baseball traveling baseball team that make all like the extra antics and stuff, do crazy
yeah,
stuff.
those parody
This man
teams
is
and
hitting
stuff.
300,
Yeah,
getting on
Mike love
base.
that shit. Mike goes to those games. He takes the family to those games with him, man. He
Really?
said because he said the hot dogs are really good. He said
Hmm.
it's one of the best places you can go and get a really good hot dog for a good price without being overcharged. He said it's a fun time.
Nice.
So he
All
goes to
right.
that.
So yeah, Brady, he's been showing up pretty good. And also want to shout out to Derek Hill, the guy we had signed this year, who we used sparingly, but like when he played, he did great. He's very fast on the bases, so he got a lot of stolen bases. But also this year he came through clutch and some hitting. He had like 3 or 4 home runs with us, 8 RBIs. But he was like a pinch hitter, like we throw him in there or he start just for his defense. Well, we traded him to Philadelphia Phillies for some
Hmm.
prospects, and it was sad for him to go because he did so well on like getting on base,
Hmm.
stealing bases, and also clutch hitting that we needed and clutch defense like on the outfield. So it's like and him, the reason why he made expendable because we brought up Brady Montgomery and the couple guys that we do have on injury is coming back soon. So we had to take a spot, or it's a good problem to have when you actually got players that you can ship off and that was actually playing really well, and we got something in return for it. So it's like, and we sent it somewhere where we sent it to like a trash team. We sent it to the Philadelphia Phillies, which they're getting better after they slow start at the beginning of the season. So they should be fighting for a playoff spot at the end
Hmm.
of the season. And if they use him more or like than we have, I would think they would love that they got him and helped them get better. I just want to give a shout out to him because I want to keep him on the team because he's one of the few black dudes on the team, but also he made impact when he played. But that was a good problem to have that we actually could extend him somewhere else, get something in return, but send him somewhere he could still make impact on the team. And just the little 50 games he played for, just little first 2 3 months, he
Mm-hmm.
had impact, and it was hard to let him go. It was from the team and our fans. We actually fucked with him. So shout out to Derek Hill. You actually came and make impact for us this year.
Salute to you, brother. 3 times.
Changed the whole thing about our team the last
Yeah.
couple of years, man. Because it was ugly the last few years.
Yeah. Salute to you.
Uh, Cubs scrubs. I mean, 36 and 34.
Good.
They just actually just won the last 2 games to get over 500. So 2 games over 500. Offense been asked the last few weeks since we broke them. The offense been asked.
Mm-hmm.
The pitching been kind of low key asked. You know, they're pitching more hurt than anything, so they filling in people. Defense not as great as it was in the season, but still need some help. But Chicago, man, the best team right now in Chicago. Who would have thought at this point in the season? Cubs spent 400 million for their team. We probably spent about less than 200, and we got a better record than them, playing better baseball than them. Shit, to see rocking with it, I'm telling you, man. Like people starting to come to these Sox games, man. Cubs always gonna have that atmosphere, and people come to that game. But Sox games is getting more fun to watch. Even some of the media, like man, I rather watch their games than the Cubs games the way they've been playing. So fuck the Cubs, fuck the Scrubs,
Yeah.
go Sox all day. Southside,
Mm-hmm.
black, white, and gray, stand the fuck up.
Mm-hmm.
And that's all I got on that tip
I
right
bet
there.
you not get as much being said at your place of work while the Cubs are. I mean, while the Cubs are underperforming right now. Or
Oh,
being
the Cubs
performing.
fans there have been quiet.
Oh, okay.
Corey Khalif ain't said nothing since
Yeah.
they.
Name them. Yeah.
Bro, I'm telling you, up until that White Sox Cubs series, they was talking shit because they went on a 10 game winning streak. They was number one in the division. They kept trying to remind me. And one of my guys, Neil, he's like, I don't think the Cubs fans worry about y'all. Yes, they do. But now they've been struggling. They've been real quiet. When I showed up the day when the White Sox went number one in their division and the Cubs like number four, I'm like, oh, what's going on? Like, looking at them, they find every excuse now. They find every excuse not to say nothing or even tell me like they quiet. They be quiet. So it's just life come at you fast, man. So shout out to y'all. They've been quiet though. I swear to God, they have not been
Shame
saying
on y'all, man. Harry Carey will be rolling over in his grave if he knew that y'all was out here quiet like that while the
yeah.
Cubs are down. Y'all supposed to be represented at all time.
Yeah, so
Shame on y'all.
they don't got no answers for it. They don't know why they. I'm like, bro, that's because y'all be talking shit about us, and the guy don't like us. Karma is real, but
Well, he
it
ain't
is
too
what it
fond of
is.
pretty either, or she ain't too fond of pretty either. So
Yeah, like, it ain't fun
definitely
with the
can
rabbit
understand.
got the gun now,
Pop, pop,
bitch.
pop, 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 pop,
So
pop,
yeah,
pop.
that's it on my end. Chicago is back. The Bulls, we got hit on our picks, so it would be all the way back. Blackhawks, y'all gotta step y'all game up too. So White Sox, Bulls, Bears, the city, the summer of Chicago is lit again, man.
It's
Back
lit in this
outside
hole.
is what it is again.
It's
So
lit out this bitch, man. It's gonna be a good time all over this bitch, man. We gonna get out and we gonna live, and laugh out here in this city, man. Hopefully,
yeah,
Keith don't forget. Maybe he just don't like me, and it's cool though because you know what I'm saying. Fuck him too. But we gonna get out and we gonna enjoy this city. We gonna enjoy our loved
I
ones
know.
and our families. Man, look, it's summertime shots. It's about to be up like it always is, man. I spend some of my time outside. Sometimes I'll be right here in front of this computer doing my work on this podcast. I need to start doing more clips, but I just been enjoying the games and just trying to
Yeah,
get some time to really sleep. It's imperative to do that. I ain't about to go out here and do what I did to myself a few years ago and be all slumped out and everything. So taking the time to rest and do everything properly is the way to do things. So
yes, sir.
um, for everybody here, or everybody that hears this, when he shares it and when after I do the upload, come to the city, man. Enjoy the city. Even if you don't go see Keith, if you don't go see me, come enjoy the city, man. If y'all know us, y'all fuck with us, man. The city be popping. Once June hits, middle of June, it's up.
June,
You know, this is
July,
spring
August.
going into summer. So
Yeah,
after
we only got 3 months of this shit, so enjoy it while
yeah,
y'all
we
can.
don't get
Don't take it
much
for
time.
granted.
So, we got to be able to enjoy June, July, August, and September. I say, 3.5 months, because everything else after that starts to go.
Little
Unless you're a
treacherous.
fall person here, and if
Yeah,
you like the
fall
fall
fire here
here,
too though.
the
Fall is
fall
fire
is,
here.
is decent, but it's best if you here in
Really
the
want to.
fall. You know what I'm saying? Make sure that you got make sure you done already got your did your do.
Yep.
The young lady that you messing with, the young man that you messing with. If it's one person or persons or three persons, make sure you got that already lined up for that fall and winter, because it gets gloom and doom here. Um,
Yes, it does.
but Chicago is a dope place to be. The festivals have already started at the
Yes.
beginning of June.
Damn,
So
it's
the food festivals have already started. The food truck festivals, they have already started doing some of those things around the city. So Shed Aquarium becomes it starts to they start to have house music. Like it's a lot going on in this city, man. It's a lot that you can come here and enjoy. So make sure that y'all get y'all a ticket, whether y'all take the Metro or the Amtrak, my fault, the Amtrak or the Metro if y'all coming
yeah.
from Indiana, you know what I'm saying, or different places that the Metro station run through, or the Amtrak. Y'all get here, man. Enjoy the city, enjoy some of this food. Make sure you bring plenty of money because
Oh
it
yeah.
ain't got expensive in here. Me and Keith, we are both gigolos part time to support, the fact that
Um,
we need money, hope.
um,
So we need to do that.
um,
We're working on a new routine. You know what I'm saying?
my gigolo spinning lots of
We got a new
dough.
routine we're working on. But that's all I got to say, man. Anything else you want to say before we get out of here, brother?
Nah, man, it's Chicago summertime shot undefeated. You know, we back, Liddy. Go outside, man. Enjoy this weather, man. Somebody, it just enjoy this weather. That's all I gotta say, man. Chicago, stand the fuck up. We in this
Yes, sir.
bitch. We the best. Fuck all of y'all. Fuck the rest. Suck our dick, motherfuckers. Not we gonna get
I ain't
out
mad
of
at
New
him for
York.
saying it. I ain't mad at him
No,
for saying it, but I forgot what I was gonna say behind that.
eat that pussy, motherfucker, too.
Yeah,
Just
yeah.
let's give them both
I
sides.
love
Suck my
that.
dick and eat that pussy.
I love that. That's some good stuff. Especially if it's the right type of one. Uh, uh,
What me
awesome,
say? I eat it. It's clean like that water.
man. Ooh, ooh.
So,
That's the best time. What was I gonna say, man? Man, yeah, get out here and enjoy the city, man. Make sure that y'all show love and respect to people that do the same with you. Enjoy
mm,
the city. I'm gonna sit here and just chill out. I need to cook and eat something and clean up a little bit around here, and then wait for some packages to arrive.
but
Now I'll be all right. Um, oh, also, I need to say this real quick to certain boxers. The weight class is 147 pounds. If I am the champion at 147 pounds, I expect you to fight me at 147 pounds. I do not expect you to fight me at 144 pounds where I did not win my title. I won it at 147 pounds. So if you want to move up to my weight class and fight me, you should do that. To anybody else that wants to fight me in the weight class that I moved up to, and I am a champion at or in. I am a champion in this weight division because I fought at this weight division.
mhm.
If you're not gonna do that, go back down to the other weight classes where you like to play around at, and you deem yourself the champion there, and you're the best at those weight classes. Stay away from my weight class. Stop talking about having a fight with me until you are ready to move up to this weight class and fight me where I am. If you're not gonna do that, shut up, leave me alone, keep my name out your mouth. Yeah, I know who I'm talking about. If you a love of boxing, it's very simple. It's not that hard to do. And with that said, remember the mission statement when you're striving for greatness. God never puts you in the driver's seat if it's taken. Ladies and gentlemen, this has been another episode of Sports Punch. I am one of the hosts with the most. I am Brother Oski Woski, Peasky Weesky, and that is Keith Too Tall. Ladies and gentlemen, that's going to do it for us. We're going to ride up out of here and go mind the rest of our business this way. Same way you should do. Mind the business that pays you. God
Mhm.
bless. Good night.
Very key.
Yep.